Okay, right, next question. Limit h tending to 0, a power x plus h plus a power x minus h minus 2a power x by h square, where a is greater than 0. We want limit of this one. Okay, here limit is given for h, not for x. Okay, now see, here I want to use standard formula for this one. Okay, here we have a power x, a power x, a power x. So I can take common a power x in all. Then limit h tending to 0, a power x common, then what we are getting, a power h plus a power minus h and minus 2 by h square. Okay, now we have standard formula as limit x tending to 0, a power x minus 1 by x is equals to ln a. Okay na, this is the standard formula. If limit for h, then replace x as h, then we have value of this one. Now try see, can you write this one in this form? Here we have a power h minus 1 by h. It means I want this one in terms of a power h minus 1 by h. Here we have a power minus h. If you multiply this one with a power h, then this is a power h square, this is 1 and 2 a power h, then completely in terms of a power h. Okay, so limit h tending to 0. At this time I can write this one in terms of a power h minus 1 by h now. So a power x, I am multiplying this one with a power h in numerator and denominator. Denominator is there. Okay, now in numerator multiply inside a power h into a power h, a power 2h or a power h square. Okay, I am writing 2h, both are same thing now. This is plus 1 and minus 2 a power h by h square. Okay, now see, now this can be written as a power h minus 1 whole square. Okay, then limit h tending to 0, a power x by a power h, this one can be written as a power h minus 1 whole square, and this one is h square, so completely can be written as this one by h whole square. Okay, now this is the standard limit now, so I can find the value of this limit. And also if you put h equals to 0, then this will be finite, a power 0 is equals to 1. Okay, so I can use the theorem of a limit of this one into limit of this one. Limit of this one is a power x, h equals to 0, a power 0 is 1. Limit of this one, value of this one is ln a whole square. Okay, so answer is a power x ln a square, or you can write ln square a. Okay, write down. So 3 methods are completed now. First one is factorization, second is rationalization or double rationalization, and third one is standard limit. Okay, now fourth one is use of expansion. Write down. Okay, okay, so next is use of expansion for removing indeterminacy. Fourth method, use of expansion for removing indeterminacy. Or just write use of expansion. Okay, now actually we have value of some function in terms of a series in terms of x. Okay, so also you can use expansion of function like sin x, tan x, sin inverse x, e power x. We have value of these function in terms of sequence of x. Okay, you can use that. Okay, so first sequence is of e power x. You can write e power x as 1 plus x square by 2 factorial plus x cube by 3 factorial plus x power 4 by 4 factorial up to infinity. Now see, actually now we have proof of these expansion but not in our syllabus. Now actually in higher engineering you will get a Taylor series and Maclaurin series, okay, in which you will get proof of these expansion, but at this time just directly learn, okay. So e power x is equals to 1 plus x square by 2 factorial, x cube by 3 factorial, x power 4 by 4 factorial up to infinity, okay. Second, at the place of e power x, if there is a power x, then same type of sequence but replace x with x ln a, okay. Replace x with x ln a. Why? Because you can write this one as e power x ln a. See, e power ln a x, value of this one is e is same, value of this one is a power x, so you can write this one as this now, and x is power, so x ln a. So now see, at the place of x what we have, x ln a. So replace x as x into ln a in this one, and 1 plus x ln a, x ln a square, ln a it means natural log, it means base is e, okay, x ln a cube by 3 factorial up to infinity, okay. These sequence are up to infinitum, all sequence where number of terms equals to infinity, just write directly. Third one, cos x. Again actually na, in complex number you will see that you will get that e power iota theta equals to cos theta plus iota sin theta, okay. E power iota theta equals to cos theta plus iota sin theta. Now if you find the value of e power iota theta by using this sequence, then what you will get, 1 plus iota theta, iota is equals to root minus 1, okay na, iota equals to root minus 1, iota square is equals to minus 1. If you take square, iota cube multiply with iota on both sides, then minus iota, and iota power 4 is equals to plus 1, okay. Again iota power 5 is equals to iota, like this one. So if you find e power iota theta value, then you will get 1 plus iota theta. Here iota theta square, it means minus theta square by 2 factorial, then iota cube is minus iota theta cube by 3 factorial, like this one, okay. If you separate, then at the end you will get 1 minus theta square by 2 factorial plus theta power 4 by 4 factorial, okay. In remaining I can take common iota. If you take common iota, then you will get theta minus theta cube by 3 factorial plus theta power 5 by 5 factorial, like this one, okay, with alternate sign. So see, this is the value of e power iota theta. If you replace x with iota theta, then you will get, I am separating terms without iota and terms with iota, okay. Now compare. Actually na, any two complex number are said to be equal if they have same real and imaginary part. Then cos theta, term without iota, is equal to this one. So this is the sequence of cos theta and this is the sequence of sin theta, okay. So sequence of cos x is alternate terms with alternate sign. It means 1 minus x square by 2 factorial, after that x power 4 by 4 factorial minus x power 6 by 6 factorial up to infinity. Now sin x, okay. Sin x is equals to, again alternate term with alternate sign, x minus x cube by 3 factorial plus x power 5 by 5 factorial minus x power 7 by 7 factorial. Directly remember these, okay. Now fifth one, tan x. Wait, okay na, tan x directly remember. Tan x is equals to x plus x cube by 3 plus 2 by 15 x power 5, and only up to 3 terms. So also you can you remember only up to 3 terms. Okay. Tan x is complete now. Now next is tan inverse x. Tan inverse x is equals to x minus x cube by 3 plus x power 5 by 5 minus x power 7, or remember up to this one. Okay. Okay, so remember up to only 3 terms. Seventh one, sine inverse x. Now sine inverse x is x plus 1 square by 3 factorial into x cube, 1 square 3 square by 5 factorial into x power 5. Next one is 1 square 3 square 5 square by 7 factorial into x power 7, but remember up to 3 terms. Okay, infinity. And now this one is important, binomial expansion. If mod of x is less than 1 and n belongs to R, then 1 plus x power n, value of binomial expansion. Okay na, here n can take any real value, 2 by 3, 5 by 7, minus 7 by 6, anyone. Then this also has infinite terms na, it is done in 11th na, and sequence is 1 plus nx plus n minus 1 by 2 factorial x square plus n minus 1 n minus 2 by 3 factorial x cube up to infinite terms. Okay. And ninth one is 1 plus x power 1 by x is equals to e into 1 minus x by 2 plus 11 by 24 x square. Okay, remember up to only 3 terms. Okay, so these are the expansions of some functions. You have to remember them. Remember, some question only we can solve by using expansion. Okay, so you have to must be remember these. Write down. Okay, done. Oh sorry, one is also remaining, that is log 10th one, and that is also important now. Log e1 plus x, log 1 plus x, base is e. This is equals to x minus x square by 2 plus x cube by 3 minus x power 4 by 4 up to infinity. Okay, now write down x minus x square by 2 plus x cube by 3 minus x power 4 by 4. Okay na? Okay, can I rough? Now we will take questions based on expansion of function. Okay, so first question, find limit x tending to 0 e power x minus 1 minus x by x square. Okay, now you can solve this question by using L'Hopital also. Okay, but here I will use expansion. Limit x tending to 0. See, when we can use expansion, if you want limit of any combined function or any function. Okay, and now check that, can you write all the functions, can you convert all the functions in terms of x? It means, do you have value of all function in terms of x? Okay, if you have expansion of all given function in the equation, then you can use expansion method. Okay, so here we have e power x, and these all other terms are in terms of x. I can also write e power x in terms of x, so I can use expansion. Okay na? So write e power x value, that is 1 plus x square by 2 factorial plus x cube by 3 factorial. Okay, enough. Minus 1 minus x by x square. Now see, 1 cancel out, x cancel out. Okay, now limit x tending to 0. In numerator I can take common x square, then what remains? 1 by 2 factorial plus x by 3 factorial. Next one you will get x square by 4 factorial. Okay, up to infinity by x square. Now this x square cancel out. Actually at this time you have 0 by 0 form, but after cancellation of denominator x square, now there is no 0 by 0 form. Okay, now you have determinate form, so you can put directly value of x now. Okay, now if you put x equals to 0, what you will get? 1 by 2 factorial is 2, 0 by this one is 0, this one is 0. So actually these all remaining terms will be 0. Okay na? So answer is 1 by 2. Okay, write down. Canara? Now next is limit x tending to 1, 7 plus x power 1 by 3 minus 2 by x minus 1. Okay. Seven plus x power 1 by 3 minus 2 by x minus 1. Now actually here these are in terms of x. Now can you write 7 plus x power 1 by 3 only in terms of x? Actually we have expansion, but not for this one. We have expansion for 1 plus x power n. 1 plus x power n, that is equals to 1 plus n x plus n minus 1 by 2 factorial x square, like this one. Okay, so here first term is not equals to 1. Okay na? So if this is equals to, if this become equals to 1, then I can use this expansion. Because first term must be equals to 1 na, it means I have to take common 7. But 1 minute, 7 power, if you take common 7, then here what you will get? 7 power 1 by 3. Okay, then how can we simplify 7 power 1 by 3? We didn't have value na, and also you can't cancel out 7 after expansion 7 power 1 by 3 with 2. Okay, then 1 minute. Actually here what you have? X equals to 1. Okay, x equals to 1, so you can replace na x equals to 1 plus h. One thing is clear na, here in determinant form. Okay, here we have 0 by 0 form. If you put x equals to 1, here we are getting 8 power 1 by 3 is 2. Okay, 2 minus 2 is 0 and 1 minus 1 is also 0. Here we have 0 by 0 form, and also there is no greatest integer function, no fractional part function, no signum function, no modulus function. Okay, or also not defined function. So there is no need to use LHL and no need to find LHL, RHL separately, because always you will get same value of LHL and RHL. Okay, so also I can use that, I can find RHL at x equals to 1, because same thing na, find RHL, it means value at 1 plus h. Okay na, so I am replacing x as 1 plus h. Okay, if you replace x as 1 plus h here, then 1 plus h tending to 1. Okay na, if you replace x as 1 plus h tending to 1, then h tending to 0, 1 cancel out. So limit h tending to 0. Why we are writing limit in terms of h now? Because if you put value of x as 1 plus h to get RHL, okay, you can then here Also you can use LHL, doesn't matter. You can put 1 plus H or 1 minus H, because 1 plus H for RHL and 1 minus H for LHL, and both are same in these cases, and these are the value of LHL and RHL is the value of limit. Okay, so you can use. Why we are putting limit for H now? Because if you replace value of X in terms of H, now there is no X, okay, now you will get terms in terms of H. Okay, so we have to write limit in terms of H. If you put X as 1 plus H, what you will get? 1 plus H, 1 and 7, 8. 8 plus H power 1 by 3. Now see, if you take common 8 power 1 by 3 is okay, that is equals to 2 minus 2. 1 plus H minus 1, again 1 also cancel out, and no problem. Now this simplify now, limit H tending to 0. Now take common 8. If you take common 8, here you will get 8 power 1 by 3, that is equals to 2, and here 1 plus H by 8 power 1 by 3 minus 2 by H. Okay, now this is 1 plus X power n form. Now I can use binomial expansion. Okay, so use limit H tending to 0 to, this is 1 plus NH 1 by 3 into H by 8 plus n minus 1, n minus 1 is 2 by 3, 1 by 3 minus 1 na, and n minus 1 by 2 factorial H x square, it means H by 8 square. Okay, like this, and minus 2 by H. Okay, now see, plus 2, if you multiply 2 with this one, and this minus 2 will be cancel out. Okay, now so 2 and minus 2 cancel out. Okay, now in remaining I can take common H. Limit H tending to 0, because here now we have to simplify now. If you take common H, what you will get? Here 2 already we have. Here you will get 1 by 24, this one 8 into 3, and plus 1 by 3 minus 2 by 3 by 2 factorial, 1 H common, then H, and 8 square remains. In other also we have terms of H. Okay, by H. Now 1 H cancel out. Now put H equals to 0. If you put H equals to 0, 2 into 1 by 24. If you are putting value of H, then there is no need to write the limit of H. Okay, na? Now H equals to 0, so 0. Again in next term also you will get H square, so all terms will be 0 now. Okay, so 2 into 1 by 24 is 1 by 12. Now 1 by 12 is the answer. Okay, okay na? So here if first term is not equals to 1, and if this one na X tending to 2, then replace X with 2 plus H or 2 minus H. Okay, either find RHL or LHL. If there is X tending to 10, then replace as 10 plus H or 10 minus H. Okay, can I have? Question number 3, limit X tending to 2, 14 plus 9x power 1 by 5 minus 3x plus 2 power 1 by 3 by 2 plus x power 1 by 2 minus 5x plus 6 power 1 by 4. Okay, again you can only expand if we have terms in terms of 1 plus x power n. Okay, now if you put x equals to 2, then you will get 0 by 0 form. Okay, now this is 0 by 0 form. It means directly we can't put x equals to 2. Why? Because we are getting indeterminate form. If you are getting infinity, then okay, you can put directly value of x, because infinity is determinate form. This is not indeterminate form now, but if you are getting any form out of 7 indeterminate form, then we can't put directly value of x. Okay. Then again see now, if I take common 14 here, then 40 power 1 by 5 we didn't know the value. Okay. Then here we have x tending to 2. So replace x as either 2 plus h or 2 minus h. If you replace 2 plus h, then you will get RHL. If you replace 2 minus h, then you will get LHL. And both are the value of limit now, and both are same. You can use anything. Okay. Now choose. I will take only one thing, 2 plus h. Let x equals to 2 plus h. I am replacing x as 2 plus h. If you put 2 plus h here, 2 cancel out. What we are getting? Limit h tending to 0. Obviously h is tending to 0. Okay. If you replace x as 2 plus h, then 9 into 2, 18, and plus 9h. Okay na? 18 plus 9h. 18 and 14 is 32 plus 9h power 1 by 5. If you replace x with 2 plus h, then 6 plus 3h, 6 and 2, that is 8 plus 3h power 1 by 3. If you replace x with 2 plus h, you will get 4 plus h power 1 by 2, and here you will get 16 plus 5h power 1 by 4. Okay. Now I can take command 32. Directly you can't expand now, because to use the expansion we have condition that we must have the factor in terms of 1 plus x power n. Okay. So 1 plus. So take command 32. If you take command 32, then 32 power 1 by 5 is 2. 1 plus 9h by 32. If you take command 8, 8 power 1 by 3 is 2. 1 plus 3h by 8 power 1 by 3. If you take command 4, then 4 power 1 by 2 is 2. 1 plus h by 4. 16 common, and 2 into 1 plus 5h by 16 power 1 by 4. Now you can take command 2 in numerator, 2 in denominator, 2 will be cancel out. Okay, then expand. Okay. Limit h tending to 0. 1 plus n h 1 by 5 into 9h by 32 plus n minus 1 is minus 4 by 5 by 2 factorial x square, 9h by 32 square. Okay. Minus, and this one 1 plus n h, n into h, actually 3 will be cancel out, you will get only h by 8. Now n 1 by 3, n minus 1 minus 2 by 3 by 2 factorial into x square, 3h by 8 whole square. Okay, up to infinity. Same in denominator, 1 plus n h 1 by 2 into h by 4, n minus 1 by 2 factorial x square, h by 4 whole square. Okay, minus 2 is cancel out now, 1 plus n h n minus 1 by 2 factorial x square, 5h by 16 square. Okay, now in these all, see, this one and this one cancel out, 1 cancel out. Okay, now you can take common h in numerator, h and denominator, h will be cancelled out. Okay, finally what you will get, c, limit h tending to 0. Here 1 cancel out, h taking common, then what you will get, 9 by 5 into 32 is 162, and plus, there is no need to solve this one because 1 h we are taking common, then 1 h remain, and at the end we have to put h equals to 0, so these complete term goes to 0. Okay, so just take common h, then remaining is 1 by 5 minus 4 by 5, or I can multiply these, minus 4 by 25 by 2 factorial, 9 square h by 32 square. Okay, here h we are taking common now, then what remains, 1 by 8 plus minus 2 by 9 by 2 factorial, 3 square h by 8 square. Okay, in denominator 1 by 8 plus minus 1 by 4 by 2 factorial, h by 4 square. Okay, here you will get 5 by 64 plus minus 3 by 16 by 2 factorial, and 5 square h by 16 square. Okay, we are taking h common in numerator, h in denominator, h cancel out. Okay, now put h equals to 0. In all remaining term we have higher power of h. Okay, if you put h equals to 0, these all terms goes to 0. So if you put h equals to 0, finally what you will get, 9 by 160, this becomes 0, minus 1 by 8 by 1 by 8, and minus 5 by 64. If you solve this one, at the end you will get minus 22 by 15. Okay, write down. Okay, Kanarav. Next, question number 4. Limit x tending to 0, a e power x minus b by x equals to 2. Find a and b. Okay, now it is given that limit, value of limit is finite and that is equals to 2, and we have to find the value of a and b. It means we want a and b so that limit is equals to 2. Okay, now see, this is x. I can also write e power x in terms of x, then write down limit x tending to 0, expansion of e power x is 1 plus x square by 2 factorial plus x cube by 3 factorial. Okay, up to write only square, 3 terms are enough now, minus b by x. It is given that this limit is equals to 2. Okay, now you are getting the numerator and denominator both in terms of x. Now write numerator in terms of first constant term, then in terms of x, then terms of x square, terms of x cube, like this one. Now see, first constant term is a minus b. Okay, then terms of x is ax. Now terms of x square is a by 2 factorial x square, like this one. Okay, by x. Now see, if in numerator and denominator in both view terms of x and limit of x is tending to 0. Okay, then minimum power of and value of a limit is non-zero finite value, and value of limit is non-zero finite value, then minimum power of x must be same in numerator and denominator. Okay, see what I am saying. If in numerator and in denominator in both your terms of x and limit of x is tending to 0 and value of limit is given as non-zero, okay, then minimum power of x must be same in numerator and denominator. Okay, how? See, suppose I have limit x tending to 0, okay, in denominator we have x square plus x cube. Okay, for example, I am taking example first. Suppose this is in denominator x square plus x cube, x square plus x cube, limit x tending to 0, limit x tending to 0. Now in numerator we have three options. Either minimum power of x in numerator is equals to this one, equals to minimum power of x in denominator, or less than minimum power of x in denominator, or greater than minimum power of x in denominator. Okay, I am taking all three. In this one I will take minimum power of x in numerator is equals to minimum power of x in denominator. It means x square. So suppose this is 2x square minus 5x cube anything. Okay. Now in this case, if minimum power of x in numerator and denominator is same, then you will get value of limit as non-zero finite value. How? Take common x square, then what you will get 2 minus 5x and here 1 plus x, like this one. Now put x equals to 0, what you will get? These all goes to 0, these all goes to 0, 2 by 1. Non-zero finite value if minimum power of x in numerator and denominator same. Now take minimum power of x in numerator less than minimum power of x in denominator. So it must less than 2. I am taking x. See, 2x plus 3x square plus 5x power 3, like this one. See, now in numerator what we can take common? We can take common x only. Okay, in denominator you can take common x square. So 1x cancel out, what you will get? 2 plus 3x plus 5x square, and 1x cancel out, then what remains? X plus x square, like this one. Now put x equals to 0. In numerator you will get 2 and in denominator you will get 0. 2 by 0 is infinity. So if power of x in numerator is less than power of x in denominator, then you will get value of limit equals to infinity for x tending to 0. Now take higher power. If you take higher power in numerator, suppose x cube, 3x cube plus 4x power 4, like this one. Now in numerator, denominator you can take common x square, here you can take common x cube, so x square cancel out, what means? 3x plus 4x square, in denominator 1 plus x, like this one. Now put x equals to 0. What we are getting? In numerator we are getting 0, because in every term we have x and x is equals to 0. In denominator non-zero, 0 by non-zero is 0. Okay, so see, if power of x in numerator is less than power of x in denominator, minimum power, then infinite. If power of in numerator is greater than power of denominator, then value is 0, finite but 0. Okay, and if same, then only non-zero finite value. Okay, so in any equation, if value of limit x tending to 0 is given as non-zero finite, then power of x in numerator in denominator must be same. Power of x in denominator is 1, then power of x in numerator must be equals to 1. Okay, it means all term containing lower power of x must be equals to 0. Okay, so this must be equals to 0, because power of x must be equals to 1 now. So there is no term containing less than power of x as 1. Okay, so a minus b is must be equals to 0. This must be equals to 0. If this is not equals to 0, then this can't be equals to finite. Okay, suppose put any value of this one. If you are not putting this one as a 0, then put any value. Suppose this is equals to 2 plus ax plus a by 2 factorial x square by x. Now put x equals to 0. If you put x equals to 0, 2, these all are 0, has 0, 2 by 0, 2 by 0 is infinity. But here we want 2 now, so this must be equals to 0. Okay. If this is equals to 0, then minimum power of x in numerator is 1. Minimum power of x in denominator is 1. Now possible. Okay. Now from this one we are getting that a equals to b. Okay. Now put a minus b equals to 0. What we are getting? Limit x tending to 0. This will become 0. Then ax plus a by 2 factorial x square by x. Divide with x and then you will get limit x tending to 0. A plus a by 2 factorial x. Put x equals to 0 here. A plus 0 equals to 2. From this one a equals to 2. Then a equals to b, so b is also equals to 2. Okay, simple. Okay, now write down. Next, limit x tending to 0, a plus b cos x plus c sin x by x square is equals to 2. Again same thing, find a, b, c. Okay. Now again, if you want constant, now check, can you use expansion? Can you write all function in terms of x? Do you have expansion of cos x? Yes. Do you have expansion of sin x? Yes. Then no problem, then write down now. Limit x tending to 0, a plus b. Expansion of cos x is 1 minus x square by 2 factorial plus x power 4 by 4 factorial plus c sin x. Sin x is x minus x cube by 3 factorial plus x power 5 by 5 factorial. Okay, by x square. It is equals to 2. Okay. Now see, again arrange numerator in terms of constant term, then terms of x, then terms of x square, like this one. Limit x tending to 0. Constant term is a and plus b. There is no constant term, so a plus b. Okay. Now terms of x, there is no x, cx, and plus now terms of x square minus b by 2. And there are also not terms of x into x square. Now terms of x cube minus c by 3 factorial, it means 6 into x cube, like this one. Okay, in denominator x square. Now in denominator power of x, minimum power of x is 2. Then in numerator value of limit is non-finite 0, no? Okay. So non-zero value. Okay, then minimum power of x must be same in numerator and denominator. This is 2. Okay, na? Then in numerator also minimum power of x must be equals to 2. It means these must be equals to 0. Okay, it means this one and coefficient of x must be equals to 0. So we are getting that a plus b equals to 0 and c equals to 0. Okay, so we are getting value of c equals to 0. Okay, now put values. Limit x tending to 0, this is equals to 0, c equals to 0. Okay, what we are getting? Only these. Minus b by 2 x square minus c by 6 x cube, like this one. Here we have x square equals to 2. Divide with x square now. Limit x tending to 0 minus b by 2 minus c by 6 x. Okay, equals to 2. Now put x equals to 0. If you put x equals to 0 minus b by 2, this becomes 0 equals to 2. Then from this one b equals to minus 4. Already we have c equals to 0. Put b equals to minus 4 in this one, then a equals to 4. Okay, so answer is 4 minus 4 and c equals to 0. Write down. Okay, so if limit x tending to 0, in numerator denominator we have terms of x, then and value of limit is non-zero finite value, then minimum power of x in numerator must be equals to minimum power of x in denominator. Okay. Then Araf, next. Limit x tending to 0, a e power x minus b into cos x plus c into e power minus x by x sin x is equals to 2. Again find a, b, c. Again same thing, I have expansion of every function. Okay, so just use question is same na, a e power x minus b cos x and plus c e power minus x. Okay, then use expansion. Now see, limit x tending to 0, e power x is 1 plus x square by 2 factorial plus x cube by 3 factorial minus b cos x value is 1 minus x square by 2 factorial plus x power 4 by 4 factorial and plus c e power minus x. E power minus x is simple. Replace x with the minus x, then you will get with the alternate sign. Okay na? In this one, if you replace x with the minus x, then you will get e power minus x now. So 1 minus x plus x square by 2 factorial minus x cube by 3 factorial. Okay. In denominator x, sin x, x minus x cube by 3 factorial plus x power 5 by 5 factorial. Okay, that is equals to 2. Again, numerator denominator both in terms of x. Now first arrange numerator in terms of x, constant term, terms of x square, like this one, limit x tending to 0. Now first constant term, a there minus b plus c, a minus b plus c. Okay, now terms of x, a minus c. Now terms of x square, a by 2 minus minus plus b by 2 and plus c by 2. 2 factorial is equals to 2 na. Similarly, terms of x cube is a by 3 factorial minus c by 3 factorial x cube. In denominator multiply x, then x square minus x power 4 by 3 factorial, or take common x, both are same thing, plus x power 6 by 5 factorial. Now minimum power of x in denominator is 2, so minimum power of x in numerator must be equals to 2. Then you will get value as non-zero finite value na. Oh, so constant term must be equals to 0 and coefficient of x must be equals to 0. Okay, from this one we are getting that a equals to c. If you put a equals to c in this one, then or c equals to a, then you will get b equal a equals to c, then you will get b equals to 2c. Okay, now put your values in this one. Limit x tending to 0, a minus b plus c equals to 0. A minus c equals to 0. Okay. Here what we are getting? A by 2 plus b by 2 plus c by 2 into x square. A by 3 factorial minus c by 3 factorial into x cube by take common x square 1 minus x square by 3 factorial plus x power 4 by 5 factorial. Now in numerator you can take common x square, then x square cancel out, then put x equals to 0. Okay na? Take common x square cancel out, then put x equals to 0. What you will get? In this one you will get a by 2 plus b by 2 plus c by 2, x square common xmn. If you put x equals to 0, this becomes 0. X square cancel out, 1 minus 0 plus 0, okay, equals to 2. From this one we are getting that this one equals to 2, a plus b plus c equals to 4. Okay, now see, a equals to c, b equals to 2c, a equals to c, b equals to 2c, c 2c 3c 1c 4c, 4c equals to 4, c equals to 1, c equals to 1, a equals to c, a equals to 1, and b equals to 2c, b equal to 2. Okay. So in this way we can use expansion of sequence function. Okay, right now. Remaining we will take tomorrow.